Come on in here, beautiful people. Come on in here. Rise and shine, guys. Rise and shine, man. I'm up, Angela Nixon. I am up, Nicole. I am up, and I'm doing business around the world, guys. Listen, man, it is a delight, Karen. It's a delight to wake up, not only here on Facebook Live, to be able to do the news in a whole nother country. One of these days, I'm going to talk about the opportunities that are coming. This Effective Living platform is taking off, and I'm super excited about it because you know what? I've discovered something. Days are expensive. Okay, days are expensive. A day wasted is a day you will never have again. And so, listen, total lockdown there in the Bahamas, but you're not locked down to the degree that you can't get better. Okay, you're not locked down to the degree that you cannot strategize and set yourself up so that when you come out of, watch this, lockdown, when you come out of this pandemic, when you come out of this season, you are better. Oh, listen, you are better. Listen, I'm aiming to improve in every area of my life. In the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of a lockdown, nothing is going to stop me from becoming my best self. I need you to declare that this morning. Yes, it's early. Some of you guys are still in bed. Yes, it's early, and some of you are wondering, what am I going to do with today? Listen, I've been up, man. I'm talking to nations, okay? I am engaged. I am highly engaged. One day, I will find myself having come to my end. There will be a day when there will be no more Ricardo Miller. Okay, there will be a day when my time would have expired. And here's what I want. I want to die empty. Okay, I want to give it all. I want to give it all. So I've been doing something. I've been studying time. I've been studying also excuses, and I've been also studying the importance of making the right investment in yourself and in your future. And I'm telling you guys, most people are living a life of excuses based on what's happening in the world. But if you figure out, watch this, what it is you want, and you start becoming very intentional about what you do on a daily basis, you will be amazed. You will be amazed what you're able to do. Nothing is going to stop me from becoming better. Guys, listen, in the midst of a quarantine, in the midst of a lockdown, go ahead, organize your closet. Go ahead, start writing that book. Go ahead, start drawing up the plan to make sure that the rest of your year is still going to be the best of your year. Thank you very much for showing up this morning. I want all of you guys to share. I want you to invite someone to be a part of this talk this morning, because what I want to talk about, Manetta, I want to talk about the importance of making the investment. You got to tell yourself, hey, here's the deal. Someone is going to be successful, Kimberly. Someone is going to do very well this year. Someone is going to learn how to bring it all together for their good. Why not me? Okay, why not me? I am on a mission. Come on, I'm on a mission to learn how to get the most out of my days. And I don't care what's happening in the world. I don't care, listen, about a pandemic. I know that all things are going to work together for my good. I need you to declare that today. All things are going to work together for my good. Come on, tag someone right now and let them know it's time to get up. Sheila Walker, it's time to get up, Linda, and tell yourself, days are expensive. Bajan Burrows, man, days are expensive. A day wasted is a day you will never have again. Go ahead. If you have not read my latest book, you better go ahead. It's called Effective Living, baby. I was on the news this morning and I was talking about effective living. I was talking about creating a life you don't need to take a vacation from. And I was asked the question, don't you think this is not the right message for such a time as this? Because there is so much gloom and doom that's happening in the world. Listen, that's why this message is needed. This message is needed because there are people who are putting their heads in the sand and trying to hide from, watch this, the reality that you still have an opportunity to make a day a good day. Ooh, Listen, in spite of all that's happening, you could still be progressing in the midst of a pandemic. So you better tell yourself, I am going to progress in the midst of a pandemic. I'm going to thrive in the midst of quarantine. I'm going to excel in a recession. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Are y'all feeling me this morning? I feel good. And I know I should. I feel nice. Oh, yeah. Come on, listen. Learn how to accept the fact that, listen, when you have vision, provision will be attracted. When you learn to capitalize on what you bring to the planet, and you wake up every day knowing, you wake up every day knowing, I've been given another day. Melissa, I've been given another day. Kimberly, I've been given another day. And guess what? I'm not going to waste my day watching Netflix. I am not going to waste my day just strolling down on social media. I'm not going to waste my day sitting on my porch of regret and worrying and frustrated by all. No, I'm going to be intentional. I'm going to spend time with my children. I'm going to reassess my goals for the year. I'm going to set up a time to make sure that I renew my mind. I'm going to start reading books, and I'm going to start paying attention to the things I didn't pay attention to. This pandemic is a wake-up call to a lot of us. This pandemic is an opportunity for a lot of us. You better let yourself know, this won't take me out. I did not survive this long to be taken out by a pandemic. And here's what I'm telling you today. Don't you dare lose your mind. I come against depression. I come against frustration. I come against that overwhelming concern that will cause you not to want to get out of bed. Today, I want to tell you this. This is my message for you today. Make the investment. Go ahead and work on you. Pay the price that is necessary for you to be the best you. Here's the deal. The goal is not perfection. The goal is better. Okay? Yeah, the goal is better. Your goal is, watch this, the goal is better. The goal is not perfection. I need you to write that down. The goal is better, not perfection. Okay? Ricardo is not pushing perfection. Ricardo is pushing better. Okay, I'm getting better with age. How many of y'all could say that with me today? Could I get about 25 of you guys to declare that? I'm getting better with age. In the midst of a pandemic, I'm learning how to excel. Things are working together for my good. Now that we're shifting as a world, now that everything has been disrupted, I have to become more intentional about what I do with my body. I have to become more intentional about how I renew my mind. I have to be more intentional about how I execute my activities on a daily basis. Oh, this is some good stuff. Thank you guys for writing it. I am getting better with age. I'm getting better with age. And here's the deal. The goal is to be better. The goal is not perfection. Okay? The goal is to be better. It's not perfection. Don't be afraid. Listen, don't be afraid to invest in yourself. Don't be afraid to discipline yourself. Don't be afraid to put in the work, okay? Listen, some people are still on there. Listen, you're spending money on Netflix. You going on Amazon, buying things, having it delivered to the house, when that's not what you should be doing in this pandemic. You should be investing in you, okay? Buy that book. Sign up for that cause. Join and be a part of a webinar. Watch programs like this. As a matter of fact, I'm saving these videos every day and I'm putting them on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel and say, you know what? I'm going to make the rest of my life the best of my life. I am not shaking that message because it is a necessary message. Anidata, I love you so much. You're there in the Bahamas. Listen, you know your nephew. Listen, I am pushing. Listen, you know why I'm pushing? I am committed. I'm committed to bringing out the gift and the potential that's within me. That's what I want to challenge you to do as well. I want you to challenge yourself to give your potential an opportunity to be maximized. Okay? Days are expensive. A day wasted is a day you will never have again. You've got to get to the point where you say, I'm going to learn how to use my days to the fullest. Okay? I'm going to make the appropriate investment to ensure that I don't misguide my future by investing in the wrong thing. All right? Some of us, you need a counselor. Some of us, you need a therapist. Some of us, you need to go back to school and you need to learn money. You gotten a trade, all right? You highly skilled in an area, but you got issues, okay? I have issues, and I had to learn how to pay attention to those issues and tell myself, Ricardo, you better start addressing you. My problem is not the world. My problem is not my kinfolks. My problem is not the church. My problem is not the community. My problem is not the government. My problem is me. And so I'm learning how to address the deficiencies in me. Okay? I'm learning how to address the deficiencies in me. Sometimes you got to get to the point where you say, you know what? Rather than buying a shirt, rather than buying a shoes, rather than going to the store or going to a restaurant to get another meal, what I need to do is I need to go and buy a book. I need to go buy a book on an area that I'm not doing well in. Guess what? Someone is doing extremely well where you're being challenged. And all you have to do is tell yourself, God is not a respecter of person. I am not afraid to work on me. I am not afraid to expose my vulnerable areas. I am not afraid to say I am not good in a certain area. I am not afraid to ask for help. As a matter of fact, I am not afraid to pay the price for help. I am not afraid to enroll myself time and time again in a class to ensure that I get it. I was talking to a friend of mine not so long ago, and she was telling me her and her husband was talking about should she enroll in the class again. I said, well, what's the concern? She said, well, I have done the class 5 times and didn't pass the class. She said, but I'm committed to passing the class. And so I'm having to get tutors. I'm having to watch the different ways that people would teach this particular class, and then I had to learn my learning style because I'm committed to becoming this particular certified professional. Okay? She was committed. Her husband is committed to helping her. And here's the deal. They're committed, watch this, to paying the price and being strategic to finding out what they need to do to get to this particular destination. You've got to do that as well. Don't allow yourself to give up on the things you have failed at. Okay? Don't allow yourself to give up on the things you have failed at. You've got to tell yourself, if the rest of my life is going to be the best of my life, I can't avoid the classes of life that I've failed thus far. Okay, the areas of life where I've failed thus far, I'm going to have to learn how to bypass those failures to get to a point where I'm now winning in those areas. My goal is to win in every area of my life. You say, Ricardo, you might have failed in this area. You might have failed. Yes, you're not defined by your past failures. You're going to be defined by your commitment to living a life of constant improvement. What you've got to do is you have to declare every area of my life is coming together for the good. Every area of my life is getting better. I'm getting better with age, and I'm learning how to not avoid the elephant in the room. I'm learning how to address the things that generations of family members have not addressed. I'm learning how to address what I have not addressed. Okay? If you are going to be who you were created to be, you're going to have to get to the core. And you got to understand, growth will always cost you something. Okay? Growth will always cost you something. And you got to be willing to pay the price. Without the investment, there can be no return. Okay? Without the investment, there can be no return. So you will always have to leave your comfort zone so that you can enter your passion and so that you can live your best life. Learn to work on you. That's what Ricardo Miller is pushing. I ain't never stopping this message. I'm getting better with age, and I'm taking as many people with me. This is a community, y'all. We're in this together. Every morning at 6:30 Central Standard Time, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, here on Facebook Live, we're talking effective living. We're talking about evaluating and assessing where we are so that the rest of our lives can become the best of our lives. We ain't faking it until we make it. No. This is not a fake it until you make it. This is a work it until you make it, okay? This is a work it until you make it. The hustle is on, okay? The hustle is on. I refuse to deny myself the opportunities to be maximized. I refuse to deny myself the opportunity to maximize the opportunities. Every opportunity that is supposed to come to me, every potential that I have that needs to be maximized, I'm going after it. I'm coming after all that's mine. Come on. Come on, listen, say that with me. I'm coming after all that's mine. Write it down. The Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. Tell yourself, I'm coming after all that's mine. Nothing missing, lacking, or broken. The rest of my life is going to be the best of my life. I'm coming out of 2020 strong. In the midst of a pandemic, I declare that you need to grow. In the midst of a pandemic, you better learn how to shine. In the midst of a pandemic, you better become strategic with your activities, ensuring that your days are utilized to the fullest so that you can look back and say, look what God has done. I grew in a pandemic. I shine and I maximize my potential when others were crying, moping, and overly concerning themselves with the issues of this world. You are responsible for creating the life you desire. Never forget it. Never forget it. I'm out. This is Coach Ricardo telling you, share, tag, and invite others to be a part of this early morning conversation. I will see you here tomorrow, the same time. God bless you guys. Have a great day.